Well, I've got myself a tall glass of water this time and another speed painting to review, so let's get into it. Hello and welcome to my channel, where things might just look a bit different. That's purely just because I'm doing some rebranding stuff. Because right now, and probably for the rest of my life, I'm going to feel that this channel isn't quite a cutesy vibe. I am going to go a bit darker. Not necessarily like a darker, rants and stuff. It might go to that occasionally, but darker as in more dramatic, realistic, and not quite gory, but maybe verging on it just a bit. But yeah, if it does get gory, I'll probably warn you, but I just wanted to, encapsulate who I am as a person, and I can tell you I am not all cutesy daisies, rainbows, and roses. I tend to fit towards the more, perhaps, chaotically neutral side of things. What can I say? I'm a bit of an oddball. But yeah, so we're changing up the banner, the icon, and the end card to better suit this channel and who I am as a person. So yeah, and I feel like I need to get this out there because I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but I do know most of the subscribers I have currently speaking, when the first videos are posted, I know them personally and they are friends, and I hope that they understand that I am going by an alias, because personally for me, this is real talk. Alright? Because personally for me, I hate the idea of people being able to look up my name and find out who I am as a person and what I look like and things like that, and it sort of is terrifying. I haven't had personal trauma happen to me before, but I do know of stories and things that have happened. So I'm on the internet, I have social media, but I'm just more cautious and careful, and I just hate the idea of people being able to search me up just whenever they feel like it and figure out who I am, and the idea of sensitive information being able to leak and things like that. It really does bother me, so I do hope that people understand that and they don't go out trying to leak information about me, even in a face-to-face conversation and face-to-face relationships that I have, like friendships and family and stuff. I'd rather not reveal certain things. I am a very private person. It's just mostly because of what I've been told, things that I've heard, and I've also taken a few courses in forensics and a computer forensics course, and you hear stories and things happen, and you don't want to be afraid of them. I'm not afraid of being online. I'm just afraid of people finding out who I am and finding out information about me. So because of that, I just I use aliases. I don't use my real name, and I don't post pictures of myself because just hearing stories and things like that, and also being in the forensics field for a bit, it's quite terrifying to know what goes on, but I also don't want that to dictate the rest of my life. So yeah, I'd appreciate if they do know me, keep it on the low and don't reveal things about me, because when I feel like I want to reveal something, then I'll reveal them. But until then, I feel like I should have the privilege to control what I do let people know about and what I don't let them know about. So yeah, I'd strongly appreciate if people that I do know don't go into like, yeah, no, that's so and so, blah da 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 da, because I know I wouldn't enclose information that you wouldn't want to other people, and that I can hopefully trust that people won't do that to me. And for all those people who are on like different platforms like YouTube and stuff, and who don't want to show their faces and things like that, respect that privacy. because there are probably reasons why they don't want that to leak. For me, it's just knowing that people can search me up on an instant. It bothers me. Some people might be having anxiety, social issues, and things like that. But yeah, that's the thing. That might be the biggest issue for me, is just, people know too much about me. Like, I'm not gonna do anything dangerous. I'm not someone who is going to try and take over the world or commit any crimes, but just as a personal thing, I'd like to keep information that I want to myself, and I'm sure those other people would like to as well, and not be bothered for it. So, yeah. But aside from serious talk, I do want to take this channel into the more darker, realistic, and I want to do those really cool things because my style isn't quite chibi and cutesy and jelly bean like, so I thought rebranding is in call. And you'd think that I'd do this on January 1st or in the New Year's, and I'd decide to post this video in the New Year's, but instead I was too late and I didn't think about it, and now I am posting a video about it. Missed opportunities, I tell you. But yeah, so I just wanted a bit more, skulls and crossbones and a little less daisies and flowers and rainbows. But yeah, recently I did a speed painting with a skull cartoon, so simplified with cartoony shading and stuff, and I really liked it, so that's why we have another skull in the icon, and also panda ears. Listen, pandas aren't my favorite animals. They are a go-to animal when people say, "What describes you?" because a lot of people associated me with pandas. Growing up in elementary school and high school, they all thought that I love pandas so much that they get me a whole bunch of merch? What? Whole bunch of products to remind them, panda. And I'm like, that's sweet. I don't have a favorite animal, so this is fine. I perfectly enjoy gifts and stuff, and I don't mind the panda things. But I also don't know what's my favorite animal now, because people's just like, you remind me of a panda. And I'm like, okay, sure, why not? What the heck? So I'm just perfectly fine with it, and I didn't discover a favorite animal after that, so yeah. That's why we do panda ears, because people associates me with a panda, because I don't know what other animal do I like. But red pandas are adorable. They're so cute. I just want to pinch their cheeks. But yeah, so we just went with panda ears, just to, customize it a bit, change it up. Hands are hard, also. Oh, this one killed me. Oh. I need to practice that. But speaking of realism and stuff like that, I sort of want to go back to the fundamentals and do a bit more realism so that I can reestablish the fundamentals and the rules and work on my lightings and portions and stuff like that before I start stylizing and doing my own things. So we'll see how that goes. See, I can do realism to the point where it's copying down, do a portrait of a person or draw a flower, draw cupcakes and stuff like that. I can do that. The thing is that I don't really take anything to it because my mind goes numb as I'm doing it, and I just do it because it's sort of like a puzzle. It's sort of mind numbing. It's practice, and I'm like, yeah, just follow it. And what I need to start doing is I need to follow it, do it, and then I need to be like, okay, so if I want to keep it as let's say a dinosaur, then this is the components that make a dinosaur. Let's take that and let's stylize it into my style. So yeah, first I need to learn the rules before I break them, basically, which unfortunately I skipped that, so But yeah, so we have some rebranding that has been done to this channel, and that's why it looks different. But the content will probably stay the same. This is also another reason why I wanted to rebrand, because if I do open a sticker shop, I don't want to do just cutesy stickers. There will be a cutesy sticker. Okay, listen, I had this elaborate scheme. I was gonna be okay, so the first half of the shop is gonna be all cutesy, adorable, all the cute aesthetic stationery stuff for people who are those cheerful academia. But then I was the further down you go, the darker it gets, to the point where it's actual people and perhaps some of the darker pieces that I have and like stickers that represents those things, because it'd be sort of fun to have a two-faced shop. So yeah, that's the idea for a sticker shop. If I was to have one, it'd be sort of like, oh look, it's so cutesy to start off with, and then if you dig just a bit deeper, you'll hit all the darker stuff and more realistic and epic pieces with drama and stuff like that. So yeah, that's another reason why I sort of wanted to rebrand. But yeah, most of the part is just I didn't feel like cutesy is me. Some might describe me as chaotic, perhaps chaotically neutral, and maybe just a tiny little bit on the chaotically bad side. Just a tiny bit. But you see, I think I'm chaotically neutral because I am a chaotic at times, but I'm also not someone who wants to dominate the world. But I also don't optimistically try to save it. So yeah, chaotically neutral, stay in the middle, folks. Beside the middle, I think is probably the best in personal preference, because you know, you have different opinions for stuff, and not everything's, you know, in black and white. Sometimes we have grayscale, so it's nice to be in the middle. But yeah, so hopefully you guys are all right. I'm sorry for that rant in the beginning. I just feel like I need to get that out and off my chest. It's just, you know, don't bother asking me for a face reveal, because that's probably never going to happen. And also don't try to figure out who I am, because that will probably make me die a bit more on the inside, and I'd like to avoid that, please. But yeah, social or cybersecurity is important, and just being cautious of the internet and stuff. And I know as the world develops and stuff, people are like, oh yeah, I have online friends from like around the world and it's great. And yes, that part is great, but you have to be careful because there are dangerous things that can happen to you online. And sometimes people don't understand that, not just scams, because those you might be able to differentiate already, like a Disney cruise for free? What? Crazy. And you know not to open that email, but sometimes dangerous stuff can happen. And it's best to be conscious for those, and I hate the idea of people being able to figure out who I am just by a basic search, and I have no control of that. So that's why I'm very cautious of that. I actually almost forgot to design the end card because I was so in La La Land that when I put this together, I looked at the end card and I'm like, that doesn't suit anything anymore that I have redesigned, so we need to redesign it. And that's why we are here. It didn't take me very long, by the way. The whole thing maybe took me 2 hours top, including brainstorming and stuff. So not that long, because I had templates and stuff already, and I sort of went over some of the old ones, so then I knew roughly where things would be. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I hope you guys had a good holiday. Christmas would probably be well over, and the New Year's are coming to a close, so January's coming to a close, but Chinese New Year's is coming up and I'm excited for that because that's what we celebrate, and I'll actually be home after a few years away. I'll be home for the holiday to celebrate that one. And I hope you guys are well in general. School would be back up by the time this video gets out, and I hope you guys are all right and not stressing too much already. And I hope the break was enough to rejuvenate you. Courses are being moved online, which is crazy once again. But hopefully things are fine. I'll be freaking busy because I have 5 courses. But what can you do? C'est la vie. But yeah, I am pretty happy with the product. So yeah, the channel's gonna change these up probably as soon as these videos are posted. I know I had the banner changed a while ago, but yeah. So here are the final results that I decided to stick with after this whole thing. Banner, this would be what it would look like on the TV, I believe. Icon, just pretty basic, simple, so you could see it when it's that tiny little circle. on the webpage, and the end card, of course, with the same panda skull, because I'm lazy, but it's also the icon, so why not? Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourself, and you guys have a great day, and live a... I don't know where was I going with that sentence, but yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.